What's going on, beautiful people? I hope all is well. Today I'm gonna be working on putting the engine and transmission back into the Suburban. While the engine was out, I went ahead and took advantage of getting the firewall painted. Went ahead and got the cowl area painted, firewall painted as well. This is gonna be the same color as the body. Matter of fact, the same color of the intake. It's a paint color that I saw on an episode of Bitch and Rides. It's called Sweet and Sour, made by Modern Classic. It's a nice color. It's not my favorite color, but it's a nice color overall. It does have some metal flaking. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's a nice color. I also did paint the throttle body as well. Alright, beautiful people, we're going to go ahead and get this flex plate on the back of the engine. Got my torque converter sitting off to the side. Got some transmission fluid, just letting the air pass out. It already had some transmission fluid and just want to make sure it doesn't, when I start the engine, it doesn't start dry. I am going to put some Loctite on these bolts just for added insurance. Don't want anything backing out and causing problems. I'm using some Loctite gel because it stays in place, doesn't run off. Blue Loctite. Don't want to use the red stuff because you might not get your bolts back out. Just going to run these down with the impact crisscross pattern. Alright, so now we got to torque these bolts down. First pass 15, I believe, 15 foot-pounds. Second pass is 37. The last pass is 74. Crisscross pattern. All right, now 37. Now 74. I might have to lock the front pulley down. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it first and see. Maybe the compression will hold it. 74 foot-pounds. Lock that front pulley down. Let me stand by. All right, got the flex plate bolted on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stab in the torque converter, but first, before I put that on, I want to put a little transmission fluid on the front seal. Just a good practice to do that. Put a little transmission on the front seal. In addition to the front seal, we're going to put some transmission fluid on the snout of the torque converter as well. Alright, beautiful people, finally got the torque converter seated in. One sure way that you can use is to listen for when you wiggle the torque converter back and forth like this. You should be able to hear the front pump being engaged. You should hear a clicking sound. And then you shouldn't be able to get your hand back there as well. But I like the clicking technique. Listen for that sound. Let you know that your torque converter is seated back far enough. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. It took me some time to get that bastard in there. I mean, you just got to be patient, and you want to hear 3 distinctive clunks, because you got 3 engagements on this input shaft. But that's that. Now we're going to marry the transmission to the engine, get this bad boy in there. All right, beautiful people, as you can see, I got the transmission in place. Now that was a bear. The transmission is heavy, and had to wrestle with it, but got it in place. Now we're going to torque the bolts down to 37 foot-pounds. I do got some Loctite on those bolts as well. Once again, for added insurance. All right, beautiful people, got the engine and transmission married together. See if you can go ahead and get this stabbed in here and beautiful people, I got the engine and transmission stabbed in. Did have a couple of casualties. As you can see, my firewall got a buff mark on it. In addition to that, my coil, it didn't make it. So I have to cut the screw out that's holding it down to the firewall and probably find me a shorter screw to hold it in place. But overall, wasn't a bad deal. As you can see, I mean, it can be done solo. It's a little challenging, but it can be done. Still got some paint left over, so I can touch that up, sand it down real good, and go back over with some paint. You never know what happened. All right, beautiful people. I appreciate you. Appreciate you subscribing. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.